Hello students, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the session of Daily Current Affairs. Let us begin. Our first question for today. The first question is, which firm has launched the nearby spot? You have four options. The right option is option B, Google. So Google has launched nearby spot under the Google Pay app in Bengaluru to help users find the nearby local stores, shops and groceries which are open during the lockdown, so that people do not have to go far from home to buy these essential commodities. Okay, the nearby spot will be launched in locations like Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad and Pune and so on. The spot on Google Pay sources is important information from the Health Ministry directly. The platform, it also provides the user with an opportunity to the PM Cares Fund. So this is about the first question. Let us move to the second one. Which industrial organization has released exit from lockdown report? You have four options. The right option is option D, CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industry. So the Confederation of Indian Industry has released a report titled Exit from the Lockdown. So a CII strategy. So what is the report titled as? It is titled as Exit from the Lockdown, a CII strategy. And it recommends lifting the lockdown in a phase-wise manner depending on the COVID-19 incidence cases in various areas. The report recommends classification of geographies in three parts, that is red, amber and green. So you have three parts, amber and green. Okay, also note that I told you that there will be phase-wise manner. So the phase-wise is, in the first phase, 100% of essential industries like pharmaceuticals, manufacturing should be opened. In phase 2, agri-market operations and e-commerce including food and grocery deliveries should be allowed to open up. And in third phase, the remaining sectors can be opened. Okay, this is about the second question. Let's move to the third one. Which country has recently approved the sale of Harpoon anti-ship missiles and torpedoes to India? You have four options. The right option is option C, USA. The United States of America has approved the sale of Harpoon air-launched anti-ship missiles and Mark 54 lightweight torpedoes that will be costing around $155 million to India to increase India's deterrent capabilities against regional threats and to provide a boost to its homeland defense. Also note, India has been recognized by the USA, that is United States of America, as a major defense partner in the year 2016. So integration of the Harpoon missile system will be done to the P-8I anti-submarine warfare aircraft, which will be helping in protecting vital sea lanes and improve interoperability within the United States and also other allied forces. Okay, let's move to the fourth one. Which ministry has announced a training program for the SARC health professionals? You have four options. The right option is option A, Ministry of External Affairs. The Ministry of External Affairs has announced a training program on COVID-19 from 17th April 2020 for healthcare professionals from member nations of the SARC. What is the full form of SARC? The South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. Okay. The Indian Technical and Economic Corporation, that is ITEC, will carry out the training program. Also note this IT, I just told about ITEC, that is Indian Technical and Economic Corporation. So this program is a bilateral program funded totally by the government of India, and it was established in 1964 to help the international students to continue their studies. Okay, let's move to the fifth one. Who introduced the Bangla calendar? You have four options. The right option is option B, Akbar. The Bangla calendar was introduced in the year 1556. It was in the year 1556 by the Mughal Emperor Akbar to smoothen the land tax collection timing in Bengal region. Bangladesh celebrated the first day of Bangla calendar, that is called as Pohela Boishakh. So that was on 14th April 2020. So during the lockdown that has been imposed in the country to prevent the spread of coronavirus pandemic. Okay. So this is about the fifth question. Let's move to the sixth one. Which ministry released the Sahyog mobile application? We have four options. The right option is option C, Ministry of Science and Technology. The Sahyog mobile application and web portal have been prepared by and managed by the Survey of India under the Ministry of Science and Technology and has been modified to gather information specific to the COVID-19 geospatial data set. Okay. So this is by the community engagement to improve the response activities of the government of India. Information parameters for strategy and containment plans of large outbreaks have been incorporated in the Sahyog application. So the mobile application will add to the Arogya Setu app for contact tracing, public awareness and self-assessment objectives. Okay. Let's move to the seventh one. What is Chitra Gene Lamp in? You have four options. The right option is option A, COVID-19 diagnostic kit. Chitra Gene Lamp N, it is a diagnostic test kit for COVID-19 and detection of N gene of SARS, that is SARS-CoV-2, and it will be using the reverse transcriptase loop mediated amplification of viral nucleic acid, that is RT-LAMP. So it is the reverse transcriptase. So the test kit has been developed by the Shri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Science and Technology, which is an autonomous functioning under the Department of Science and Technology. The test kit is priced at ₹1,000 and it provides results in half the time of real-time polymerase chain reaction. Okay, this is about the seventh one. Let's move to the eighth one. Which regulatory body has launched Obicus? You have four options. The right option is RBI. Obicus, OBICUS, has been launched by the Reserve Bank of India and it is a survey by the banking regulator. Obicus is a short form for order books, inventories and capacity utilization survey, which provides an overview of the demands of the Indian manufacturing sector and is being conducted since 2008 for every 4 months. The survey covers 2,500 companies both in the public and private spheres and provides information about each article. Okay, let's move to the ninth one. Which organization has developed the PUSA, Pusa Decontamination Tunnel? You have four options. The right option is option A, Indian Agricultural Research Institute. The PUSA Decontamination and Sanitizing Tunnel has been developed by the ICAR, that is Indian Agricultural Research Institute. So the sanitization tunnel, it will be including washing hands using a foot operated soap and water dispenser and 20-second fogging in the sanitizing tunnel. And it will have 0.045% concentration of quaternary ammonium compounds, and it has been used in the tunnel in tune with the recommendations of the health department. Okay, let's move to the 10th and the final question for the day. Who has been named the ambassador of WWF India? You have four options. The right option is option C, Vishwanathan Anand. So Vishwanathan Anand has been named the new ambassador for the WWF, that is Worldwide Fund of India for the Environmental Education Program. The Worldwide Fund is celebrating 50 years of conservation in India, and the Worldwide Fund, it was set up as a charitable trust on 27th November 1969. Okay, so the organization, it changed its name from World Wildlife Fund to WWF, that is Worldwide Fund, in the year 1987. Okay, so we have completed what is WWF as well. So these are the questions for today. Tomorrow I'll be coming up with another set of MCQs for you. Until then, stay safe, stay tuned to Online Theory. This is Meghna signing off. Bye.